Yo, what's going on, guys? Unlegendary Noob here, and welcome back to Newbie Stories. Today I'm going to tell you guys an experience from my ding dong ditching days. But before I do, if you don't know what ding dong ditching is, it's pretty much when you go up to someone's door, ring their doorbell, and then just run away to hide somewhere and try to get their reaction. Alright, so now that you guys know what that means, here it is. Okay, so this happened about 2 years ago. It was summer and my whole family wanted to go to Minnesota for vacation. One of my brothers and I asked if we could just stay at our cousin's house because we didn't want to really go on car trips. They said that we could, and so we were driven to their house the next morning. My family and my cousin's parents were going on the vacation together, so it was only children staying at the house. There was my oldest cousin, who was 17, his younger brother, who was 16, their two sisters, who were 14 and 15. I, at the time, was 14, turning 15, and my little brother was 12, turning 13. And their sisters didn't really hang out with us, because obviously we're boys and they were girls. So we did a lot of daylight activities, like playing soccer, riding bikes, doing parkour at the playground. I don't know. And at the end of the day, we were pretty exhausted, so we went in and play hours and hours of video games. So finally, it was like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. We all jokingly said that we should all do ding dong ditching at 3 a.m. Alright, so the four of us, two of my cousins and my little brother, snuck outside quietly and began to walk deeply into some neighborhoods. We were barefoot also, just to keep silence. After about a few houses of us taking turns, no one actually came outside, so that's kind of sad. We all decided to do a combo actually. This meant that three of us would do a house at the same time and see if people would come out all confused. So my oldest cousin was going to be the person who tells us to ring the doorbell. He said that his leg was actually hurting at the time, so I guess he was going to be that person who directs us. All of the houses that we were doing were all on the same side, so I took middle, my cousin took the farthest, and my brother took the one closer to my cousin. We all looked at my oldest cousin and waited for his hand to drop because that was the signal for ring the doorbell. So we looked at that and we were all in position of running 30 miles per hour. I'm kidding. But yeah, we were all ready. Alright, so after he dropped his hand, we all rang the doorbells. My cousin rung his about 10 times. I did about 5 times for my house, and I don't know how many my brother did. But we all rushed towards my oldest cousin and continued to run for a bit until we were 100% safe. After finding a giant bush, we stayed there. So we heard a bit of barking from the houses actually, but no one actually came outside. So after 20 seconds or so, we just called it and thought that no one was actually coming outside. After just walking about 5 meters away from the bush, my brother yelled, "Dog!" And that's when we all rushed towards my cousin's house, which, by the way, was 2.5 blocks away. So that's kind of a long run. I looked behind me and I saw what looked like a shadowy figure of a pit bull charging at us. Now, the only reason I was able to see this was because there were street lights, and yeah, they turn on at 7 p.m. I think. So the dog was maybe about 50 feet away from us, when we started running. And there was a trail that led to either a forest or another trail that curved all around back to my cousin's house. And this thing was right in front of us, so I had to decide if I wanted to run straight or go into that trail. And so they all decided actually to run forward, and I was the only person to actually take the forest route. So I ran for 70 meters deep into the trail, and then I just ducked and waited to see if anything happened. But yeah, after that, I decided to slowly walk back because I saw my cousins waving me over. They didn't actually go too far. They kind of just stopped after 20 meters of me isolating myself. So we all quietly discussed what happened and slowly walked towards the house because we didn't want to make any noise. So we got home safely and just pretty much went to bed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was kind of scary. But if you do have any ding dong ditching stories, leave them down, cause I'm actually trying to find some stories because I think these stories are actually really interesting. So yeah, leave them down if you do have any. And yeah, peace.